Okay, so you've been digging into mechanical engineering careers abroad.
Yeah, looking at where those skills can really make a difference.
You've got some good sources lined up. It seems some promising countries too, right?
Right.
Well, let's really break it down today. Okay, we're going to focus on the 10 highest paying countries for mechanical engineers for 2024.
We've got your sources here, and we've pulled out the need-to-know information.
It's like your roadmap.
Yeah.
Okay, a clear path to seeing where your expertise can bring in the top dollar.
Think of it as a fast track to figuring out your global earning potential as a mechanical engineer.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
We're not just tossing out average numbers, right? We're talking about salary ranges you can expect.
Yeah, whether you're just starting out.
Right, or if you've got tons of
That's
experience,
right.
we'll look at the big industries, the major companies, even get a feel for the cost of living in some of these spots
It's all about giving you the knowledge you need to navigate that international job market.
without drowning in a sea of data.
Precisely.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we zoom in on individual countries,
Yeah.
just a quick picture of the big picture.
Yeah, mechanical engineering, this isn't some tiny niche market.
Right.
This is a global force.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We see strong demand across so many different industries.
It's just the obvious ones, right?
Right, from manufacturing design to even things like IT.
Yeah.
Mechanical engineering skills are so fundamental.
Absolutely. And to give you an idea, right, in the U.S. alone, over 128,000 mechanical engineers are working right now.
Wow.
And projections show a solid 10% growth from 2022 to 2032,
That's significant.
which is about 26,000 new jobs by the end of 2026.
Yeah.
That tells you something about the need for this expertise.
Absolutely. It really does highlight how vital mechanical engineers are for economies to keep running and to innovate.
Exactly. Okay, so let's get to these countries where your skills mean big bucks.
Yeah, let's break it down.
All right, at the top, maybe no surprise.
Uh-huh.
The USA, it's consistently a top earner for mechanical engineering.
Makes sense.
The average salary is around $97,500, but it can go all the way up to $134,902.
Wow, that's a range.
If you're just starting out, expect around $75,000 to $85,000.
Okay.
But with serious experience, you can jump to between $95,000 and $135,000.
That's pretty impressive.
What's cool about the U.S. is the variety of industries that offer those high salaries.
Oh, wow, you've got the big ones, manufacturing, automotive, aerospace,
The classics.
but also some really cutting-edge areas.
That's right.
Even big tech companies like Google, they need mechanical engineers.
Absolutely. Some of the names that pop up are John Deere Jacobs, Zimmer Biomet, that's in medical devices.
Interesting.
And of course, for those aiming for the stars, NASA.
Of course.
The cities you want to look at are New York, San Francisco, Seattle.
Uh-huh. But, cost of living is a factor there.
Right. The average monthly cost in the U.S. is about $200–433.
Yeah, something to consider.
Definitely. Okay, let's hop across the Atlantic to Germany.
Okay, a country known for strong manufacturing
Yeah.
and that incredible automotive industry.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The average salary there is about 65,000,
Huh.
with a low end around 50,000,
Oh.
but it can get over 106,000.
And so for those starting out, 45,000 to 50,000 is typical.
Okay.
And with experience, 70,000 to 100,000 is what you're looking at.
Wow.
Germany's a hub for mechanical engineering.
Really a powerhouse.
You've got giants like Siemens AG, GEA Group, Kronos AG, and in the car world, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Robert Bosch.
Yeah, some big names.
The main cities are Berlin, Munich, Frankfurt.
Uh,
Now, here's what's appealing.
yeah,
The cost of living is lower than the U.S. It's about $1,581 per month.
that's a big difference.
And often you can find free higher education for international students.
Oh, wow.
So that's a huge plus if you think about more studies or even initial qualifications.
Definitely Germany has that long history of engineering excellence.
It does.
Combined with that really strong industrial base, it makes it a consistently good option for mechanical engineers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's head north to Canada. They're seeing a rising demand for mechanical engineers,
Uh-huh.
especially with all the innovation in clean energy and advanced transportation.
Yeah, and don't forget the infrastructure they need for a growing population.
Right.
It's a factor.
The average salary is about CA $120,350.
Okay.
The lower end is around CA $78,000, and the high end is about CA $126,000.
So if you're new to the field, you're looking at starting around CA $75,000.
Yep.
And experienced professionals can earn upwards of CA $120,000.
Right now, what's interesting in Canada is that focus on the future, right? Clean energy advanced transport.
Yeah, it's a big part of their landscape.
They've got companies like Bombardier Jacobs, AECOM, and Canadian Nuclear Laboratories.
Those are some major players.
The big cities for these jobs are Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver.
Okay.
And the monthly cost of living is about $42.
So if you're drawn to sustainability, Canada looks pretty good.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch gears to Switzerland,
Switzerland.
a country known for a great quality of life.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, great pay for mechanical engineers.
It's a good combination.
The average salary is CHF $95,000,
Okay.
with a range from CHF $85,000 all the way to CHF $156,000.
Wow, that's quite a range.
Even recent grads can expect between CHF $80,000 and CHF $85,000 per month.
Really?
And experienced engineers can earn between CHF $95,000 and CHF $150,000 annually.
That's impressive.
What's cool about Switzerland is the mix of industries driving this demand.
Oh, yeah. You've got energy, automotive, manufacturing, healthcare, aerospace.
They all need mechanical engineers.
And there are a lot of opportunities to keep learning.
Right. You can upgrade your skills with training and certifications.
That's valuable.
Some top companies are Philip Morris International Roche, that's in pharmaceuticals, ABB, and Alstom.
Uh-huh.
The main cities are Zurich, Basel, Geneva. But here's the catch.
Oh.
The monthly cost of living is high,
How high are we talking?
about $2,896,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so you have to keep that in mind.
Definitely.
All right, let's go down under to New Zealand.
New Zealand. Okay.
The demand for mechanical engineers is climbing there, fueled by a focus on technology and innovation.
Makes sense.
This could mean working on some really advanced projects.
That's exciting.
The average salary is around NZ $80,000,
Okay.
at the range from NZ $65,000 to NZ $122,000.
So for entry-level positions, you're looking at NZ $60,000 to NZ $65,000?
That's right.
And with experience, NZ $90,000 to NZ $120,000 per year.
Now, one thing to remember about New Zealand,
Yeah.
on top of your degree, you'll probably need to pass the NZQA test.
Okay. To be officially recognized as a mechanical engineer there.
Right. Some of the big companies are AECOM, Beka, Tamaro, and Fisher & Paykel Appliances.
Interesting.
The main cities are Wellington, Auckland, Christchurch, and the cost of living is about $1950 per month.
Okay, not too bad.
Back to Europe now, to the UK.
Okay. The UK.
They've got growing infrastructure needs within a strong economy,
Uh-huh.
and a possible perk for you, a good work-life balance.
Oh, that's always a plus.
The average salary is around £37,000,
Okay.
with a low of £32,000 and a high of £52,500.
All right. So starting out, you might see 30,000 to 35,000 pounds.
Yep. And experienced engineers are between 40,000 and 55,000 pounds.
Makes sense.
All those infrastructure projects in the UK, they're creating demand.
Right. They need those engineers.
Companies mentioned include ZEPS, Tech Infinity, CNC, and Hopgrove Construction.
Okay.
The big cities, London, Birmingham, Manchester.
Uh-huh.
And the monthly cost of living is around $283.
All right.
Okay, let's go to Norway.
Norway.
It's becoming a pretty attractive place,
Oh.
especially with its booming oil and gas, maritime engineering, and renewable energy industries.
Lots of opportunity there.
You can get global exposure and work on super advanced projects.
Sounds exciting.
The average salary is about NOK $615,000,
Okay.
with a range from NOK $500,000 to a potential 1 million NOK.
Wow. $1 million.
Entry-level salaries are usually between NOK $600,000 and NOK $700,000.
Okay.
And experienced engineers can hit that 1 million NOK mark.
That's amazing.
What's really cool about Norway is that focus on specialized high-value industries.
Oh, yeah. Those are the ones to watch.
Some top companies are Towcircle CO2 Capsol and Kongsberg Gruppen.
Okay.
The main cities, Oslo, Trondheim, Bergen. And the monthly cost of living is around $1,924.
Not bad.
All right, next stop, Singapore.
Singapore.
It's a rapidly growing nation in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Stable economy, strong job market, especially in areas like medical engineering, robotics, and aerospace.
Cutting edge stuff.
One financial plus is low tax rates.
Okay, that's always good to hear.
But the cost of living is on the higher side.
That's usually the trade-off.
The average salary is about $50,100,
Okay.
with a low of $39,600 and a high of $72,000.
So for someone starting out as $35,000 to as $75,000,
Right.
and experienced engineers could see $60,000 to $70,000.
Singapore's location and focus on technology are driving that demand.
Right, they're really pushing innovation.
Some top companies are Halliburton, SLB Continental, and Micron Technology.
Mm-hmm.
The key areas listed are Jurong Campines, Boutique Batak.
Okay.
But be ready for that monthly cost of living. It's around $3,000.
All right.
Okay. Next up, Ireland. It's becoming a hub for technology and manufacturing in Europe.
Interesting.
They're seeing growth in jobs across sectors like tech, automotive, aerospace, and biotech.
So the good mix for mechanical engineers.
Yeah. And the demand is higher than the supply in some of these areas.
That's good news for job seekers.
The average salary is about $55,000,
Okay.
with a low of $42,500 and a high of $75,000.
Starting salaries are typically 40,000 to 45,000, guys.
Yep.
And experienced engineers can make up to 75,000.
Ireland's got companies like Intel Jones Engineering, Mercury Kirby Group, and even big names like Jaguar, Land Rover, Boeing, and Airbus.
Wow, that's a lot of opportunity.
The main cities for these jobs are Dublin, Galway, Cork, and the monthly cost of living is about $2,438.
Okay.
And finally, rounding out our top 10, Japan.
Japan. Okay.
It offers huge scope for mechanical engineers
Uh-huh.
because they're so focused on technology and innovation.
Yeah, Japan is known for that.
And they're a global leader in manufacturing aerospace, electronics, automobiles.
Yep.
A lot of the work is about designing and producing advanced machinery and equipment.
So it's high-level engineering.
Exactly. The average salary is about $3,180,000.
Right.
With a wide range from $2,580,000 to a potential high of $7,200,000.
That's a big difference.
If you're a recent grad, you might expect between $2 million and $3 million.
Okay.
While experienced engineers can earn up to $7,500,000 per year.
Wow.
And the monthly cost of living is actually lower compared to some others.
How much are we talking?
About $1,097,000.
That's pretty good.
Japan has that long-standing reputation for technological excellence,
Oh, yeah.
especially in aerospace and automotive.
Uh-huh.
You've got companies like Nissan, Honda, Hitachi, Fujitsu, Mitsubishi, Caterpillar.
Some of the biggest names.
The main cities are Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto.
Okay.
So just to give you a quick snapshot,
Yeah.
looking at average salaries in USD as of April 17th, 2024, Switzerland and the USA are at the top.
Uh-huh.
Then Canada, Germany, Ireland, Norway, New Zealand, the UK, Singapore, and Japan.
Okay, so quite a spread.
But remember, these are just averages.
Right. Your actual earning potential depends on your skills, your experience, your specialization, and the company you work for.
It's not just about the salary numbers.
Right. There's a lot more to consider when looking for jobs abroad.
Absolutely. Your sources had some good do's and don'ts.
Oh, yeah, those are helpful.
On the do side, research the job market in your target country.
Yeah, know what you're getting into.
Identify and maybe even acquire some in-demand skills.
That's smart.
Tailor your resume to each job you apply for. Understand visa procedures well ahead of time.
Be prepared.
And learn about the work culture.
Right. Every country is different.
On the don't side, don't limit your search to just one or two industries.
Yeah, be open to possibilities.
Don't neglect cultural differences. Do your homework on local customs.
Absolutely.
Don't ignore the whole financial picture beyond just the salary.
Right. Taxes, cost of living, it all matters.
And be very careful of job scams, especially overseas.
Oh, yeah. Protect yourself.
So when it comes to actually applying for jobs,
Yeah.
the basic thing is having a recognized degree in mechanical engineering.
Right. That's your foundation.
From there, it's all about market research.
Okay.
Find the leading companies in your area of interest,
Mm-hmm.
then submit online applications with a good resume that's tailored to the job description.
Yeah, one that highlights your relevant skills.
And don't forget networking.
Oh, yeah. Connections are important.
Reach out to anyone you know in the industry.
They can make a big difference.
So there you have it, a deep dive into the top 10 highest paying countries for mechanical engineers in 2024.
All based on the info you provided?
We look at salary expectations, the big industries, the top companies, and even the cost of living.
Yeah, it's a good overview.
Now, the big question is this.
Uh-huh.
Which country has the best combo of high salary,
Yeah.
a booming industry that you're interested in,
Right.
and a cost of living that makes it all worthwhile?
It's about finding the right fit.
Exactly.
Maybe now's the time to research specific companies in a country that stood out to you.
Yeah, or look into the visa requirements for a place that seems like a good match.
It's all about taking that next step.
Mechanical engineering has so much potential globally.
It really does.
And we hope this deep dive has given you a clearer vision as you learn more and grow your career in this exciting and in-demand field.
It's a great field to be in.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
Thanks, everyone.